All right, welcome back, everybody. We're talking steak this morning, and where your steak comes from can have a huge effect on the flavor you get, but it's also how you season it, how you prepare it, and of course, how you cook it. Chef Carl Benson is joining us again to talk about one of our favorite things in the world, and that is
grilling meat. Okay, Chris, so you're a good griller meat eater.
allegedly. No,
Allegedly.
this is all stories.
Stories. It's just
But
all
I
part
I
of the
dabble,
rumor.
I try.
Yeah.
I try.
So, do you reverse sear as part of your experience, your meat eating experience?
Yes, yes. So I find reverse searing to be a little bit more, a little easier way to cook the steak, especially if it's a thick steak.
Bingo.
Because you can get it, rare
Yep.
all the way through, and then you can nuke the heck out of it later and not ruin the inside.
Bingo.
And it has to rest.
Yes.
So that it's like pink all the way through.
Yep.
But I don't think the flavor or the texture is quite as good as if you hit it hard and do it right. on
Like
a
the entire time on
yeah,
the-
just
yeah.
hit it. Yeah.
But yes, I've heard people say that. The question always, or typically, is do you want your meat juicy and moist, where the reverse sear with you salted ahead of time is about moist and juicy. Now, if you want the ultimate steak flavor, then you go to a different cut. Or
Interesting.
a different style, if you will.
All right.
So what we have here is a regular grocery store. So this is the reverse sear. You put a thermometer in it.
Yep.
And you want a remote thermometer because, with the little cord, they have total Wi-Fi.
Yep.
And they're really expensive. This is like $39.
Yeah, yeah.
And it gets the temperature, so you cook it in a low temperature oven first.
Yep.
250, 275.
Yep.
To 110 degrees.
Yep.
Take it out and let it rest. Set it on the counter until you're ready to cook.
And you can do it in the grill on
Yep.
with one burner on low
Yep.
or whatever you want, or a smoker.
Yes, but the key is low temperature.
Right.
When you start to get up in the grill, unless with charcoal, for example, it's harder to maintain.
Yes.
Or understand what the temperature is. And your oven is good, but
105 you said, or 110?
110.
110. So it's
Internal
rare.
temp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and you can let it rest then on the counter. It comes back to room temperature for hour and a half. And if you have guests or you have a thick steak like this, then pop it on the grill, sear it hard,
Yes.
get that char on there, and then you sear it
It's
for 2
foolproof.
minutes aside. It's perfect.
Yeah, because you're going to have a great steak. It's already up to temp. You don't have
Yes.
to waste time. You just want a good sear.
So then now when we talk about different technique or different meat,
Yeah.
if you will, grocery store, higher end grocery store, from Kowalski is this one, and then the one on the end here is a 30-day aged prime grass-fed beef from Peterson Meats. We sell them at Cook's.
You did this for
Yes,
us?
we do. Just for you.
Does it matter?
Well, you're going to find out.
I know it matters.
So,
That's why restaurants don't serve you that.
the 30-day age that's kind of an important piece because what happens is you reduce out the moisture so that if you look and see how thick this one is compared to those two, the moisture piece is really key because when you dry it out a little, the flavor comes through in space. So
Okay.
we're gonna, hello ladies.
Hello.
How are we today?
Hello.
So you heard it was steak time and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go for some steak.
Have you met me yet? Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
100%.
What cuts do you have here?
These are all ribeyes.
Okay.
So we're gonna do
Is that your
one.
favorite?
I like it. I mean, I think the New York strip is a good steak, or a T-bone.
Do you like filet?
No, I don't.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Too dry?
Explain.
It's dry and it doesn't have a whole lot of steak flavor. I think it's a tender cut.
Okay.
But now when you taste these, you'll
Is it
say
because of the fat content of this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. It cooks easy. Okay, so I don't know if you can see you guys can certainly see
Yes.
the color on this, that this is a medium rare, cooked to 110. And I also think a little bit of fat on the steak, like we're
Yeah.
talking
That looks
tenderloin.
beautiful, by the way.
It
That
Yeah.
steak
does.
looks
It
amazing.
It really does.
So it's like, okay, now, we're gonna.
You want to try?
So
here's the
yeah.
deal.
That's why you didn't come out just to
Yeah.
roast in
So
the
here's
sun
the deal. It's
with
one,
Carl. Yeah.
2, 3. Now,
Oh, there's 3 different steaks.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
So this
okay.
is like
Are they
entry level.
That's regular grocery store.
Okay.
It's fine.
Still delicious.
Yeah, it's got that char flavor to it. It's really, I like it. I mean,
fantastic.
it's what we're familiar
Do you have
with.
something
great.
like chocolate cake to eat in between? So we
I
can
do, just so we
And this is
Okay, this
That is like, this is Wagyu, which is the Japanese cow.
Zabuton is
Wagyu
it
blend
American?
from, Wagyu is American.
Wagyu is American.
Kobe is
Japan.
Japanese.
Okay.
So that is from Kowalski's, really nice.
yum.
It has, and then the third one is from Peterson Meats, which we have a relation. I mean, we don't eat a whole lot of meat, red meat.
What?
Oh man.
Yeah, at all, or at all is kind of a good way to describe it. Twice a
Oh,
year,
man.
I'll make a beef, like a beef bourguignon in
kidding
the
me?
winter, and then once in the summer, I'll make one of these.
I just had steak last night. And I'm
There
going to
you
eat
go.
this
Oh,
today.
this is so good.